I know who you came here to see. If you a freak, then you come on with me. And I know what you came here to do. Now bust it open, let me see you get loose. It's going down for real. It's going down for real.
What's up, you guys? This is Codeman, and I'm here to teach you guys how to beat the LD2K challenge. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about myself. I have beat Domination, as most people have. I've also beaten the first seed, and I kind of just float around the first seed. To be honest, I haven't lost in a few weeks in the first seed. I've also done a couple of challenges, not too many. Obviously, I've done the LD2K challenge, I've done the Ronnie 2K challenge, and I've also done the Dominique Wilkins challenge. And if you haven't done the Dominique challenge, I highly recommend it. He's all of a sudden became one of my favorite players in my team. For some reason, his shot release, I always get perfect. Alright, for this challenge, you need 8 Celtic players. So obviously, if you have great Celtic players like Bill Russell, Larry Bird, you're going to want to use guys like that. But to be honest, it's not that important. A couple are good, but you're mostly just going to use your starting 5. If you need more Celtics players, just do what I did. Go to the auction house, do minimum bid 500, maximum bid 1500, and just buy the cheapest ones. Like I said before, you're mainly going to use your starters anyway. I would pick up Rondo for off your bench because it only goes for a couple thousand, and he has pretty good defense, and he also has a pretty good layup, so you can use him off your bench. The players that you're going to want to use for this challenge is anyone that has a driving layup of 99 and or a driving dunk of 99. The driving layup is a little bit more important, but the dunk is nice to have as well. The third thing will be defense. If they're really good at defense, that's even a plus. The players I used Sapphire Michael Jordan. He has a 99 layup, 99 dunk, 99 defense, which is obviously awesome. I used Gold LeBron. He has 99 layup, and I think just a 90 dunk, but the layup's more important. And LeBron has really good defense as well in this game. The first 2 games I used Onyx Vince Carter, and then I switched to Dominique Wilkins in the 3rd game, which I won. So after you get your 2 or 3 guys with a great layup and pretty good defense, I would recommend getting at least 2 big men, maybe even 3, who have great rebounding, and if they can block and have decent defense, that will help as well. But more importantly is the rebounding, because you're going to be playing up against Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, so it's definitely, you need that rebounding. And the reason I say you should probably use 3, like I said, I used Bill Russell at the 4, so off the bench I had Hakeem Olajuwon to help get some rebounds, as well as I used him as my main scorer when I had to take my starters out to rest. Because you will have to take your starters out eventually. So for my final game, I had LeBron James at point guard because he's a good passer, and I needed somebody who could guard Magic Johnson. For my shooting guard, I had Michael Jordan to guard Onyx Kobe Bryant, who was a beast in this challenge. And for the 3 position, I went with Dominique Wilkins eventually over Vince Carter because he had a little bit better layup and dunk, to be honest. And at 4, I had Bill Russell, which was nice to have him as a Celtic. And number 5, I had DeAndre Jordan as my center. Coming off the bench, I had Rondo at point guard, and I had Hakeem Olajuwon at center, and he was my primary scorer off the bench. Alright guys, for points of emphasis, you're going to do limit perimeter, always crash offense and defensive glass, and play physical. This is something I do even for my team games. I always do this. As far as the other 2 offensive categories, I don't think they matter that much because you're going to be setting your own offense anyway. Okay guys, once the game starts up, you're going to pause the game. You're going to go to Options, Controller Settings, and you're going to make sure you put your defensive assist strength and box out assist strength to max, and you're also going to make automatic shot contest to always. Okay guys, after that, you're going to go to Game Plan, Defensive Settings, and you're going to make every single player, you're going to put on-ball defense, smother, and off-ball pressure, you're going to put tight. I've seen some people change other stuff too, but those are the only 2 I ever change, and I always do it the same way every time. And it works for me. You're going to have to play a combination of on-ball and off-ball defense they're going to set a lot of screens and you're going to have to run the people quickly. If you see Magic Johnson with the ball at the 3-point line, try to give him a little space and let him shoot, but still try to contest because he's really kind of a poor 3-point shooter. I tried to do the same thing with Jerry West, but I backed off a little bit too far. Make sure you are watching the plays develop and see who the ball is most likely going to go to, and then act on it as fast as you can. Here I noticed Jerry West is going to be wide open.
Back to West. From deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Defense from Chamberlain.
Most of the time when you think someone's about to shoot, you need to hit Y. Because if you don't, you probably still will not affect the shot at all. If you just do, hold your hands up, most likely they're still going to make it. I'm also always tapping A. Every time someone else gets the ball, I'm tapping A to go right to that man and try to play defense. A lot of times they will go into the post, and as soon as they do this, you need to tap A and go to the guy guarding the post and try to stay with him as best you can. As soon as you think he's going to shoot, you need to tap Y. Because if you don't, Shaq's going to be scoring on you all day. This next clip is from the first game that I lost. It's Durant guarding up against Kobe, which is a mismatch, but I stayed with him pretty well, and I tapped Y as soon as I thought Kobe was going to shoot. Alright guys, that's about it for defense. I'm going to show you a couple more clips. Just to recap, try to make sure you try to block every shot with Y. Always switch to the man in the post if he's trying to post up on you. And try to follow anyone who you think's about to get open. They're going to score on you a lot, but you just got to try to limit them as much as you can. That's all you can do. If the computer subs in some crazy lineup and you have a mismatch, make sure you go pause the game and change your matchups. Now, time for the best part of the game, offense. The number one thing you're going to do, you probably heard it before, baseline cheese. You're going to run your player on the fast break straight to the side of the court, towards the backboard, and hit the score button. Since your players are 99 layup, 99 dunk, most likely 9 out of 10 times they're probably going to score. Shouldn't I try to slow the game down because their offense is so good? No, you should run the fast break as much as you can. Because if you slow down, they're going to set up their defense. There's going to be more players down there trying to block your shot. But try to run the fast break as much as you can, especially after a basket by a big man like Shaq or Wilt Chamberlain. Just a little note, I kind of kept switching between LeBron, Jordan, and Dominique Wilkins when I was doing the fast break. Mostly because if you stick with one player, they'll get tired pretty fast. Also, I'd probably call a timeout once in the first quarter, maybe twice in the second quarter, and throughout your game just to kind of keep your starters fresh. If you have to go to your bench players, try to designate one player, your best offensive player. I used Hakeem Olajuwon as my primary scorer. As far as three-pointers are concerned, I would only take a 3 if you are absolutely wide open. Normally, you're much more likely to make 2-pointers than 3-pointers, but I know there was a patch today which may have changed that up a little bit. Sometimes when I was trying to drive in, I hit X a little bit too early, and he took a jump shot instead. That's okay, but it seems like it goes in about 50% of the time.
Really nice job defensively. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth.
Now LeBron. He has 38 in the game. And that one's good. 16 points for Vince Carter. West outside. And he converts the layup.
And now to the second best way that you're going to score, zigzag cheese. You may have heard of it before, but if you don't know, basically, the computer has a little bit of trouble when you zigzag back and forth using the left joystick. eventually you can get open doing that.
By Jordan.
And that's what these next few clips are going to show
Here's
you.
Wilkins. He dishes it to Jordan. LeBron outside. Question powered it down. Carter against Kobe. James a screen on Bryant. And it's Carter penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Carter's.
Hey, what's up guys? This is my first time editing a video, so I hope you guys like it. If you do, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe as well. And I hope this helps some people to beat the challenge. I know it did take me a couple tries, so hopefully this helps you guys. And stay tuned after this for some highlights from the game.